Gabe Dinger. He tours with Ron, and he's a pretty funny guy, and he wears a really awesome Hawaiian shirt. So, without further ado, welcome Gabe.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much. How about a round of applause for the UAA putting on this show? You know, I have a choice right now. I could use a wired microphone, but I don't trust it. Okay? I don't trust cords. I don't know why I went into this. This isn't a steady start. That was a really bad choice on my behalf. That's okay. It's good to be here. This is my first time in Alaska. I've never. Oh, thank you. One more time for the UAA. My first time in Alaska. I'm enjoying it so far. You guys have snow. That's exciting. I do. I like the snow. I don't mind it. I have a very unique relationship with the snow. It's the same relationship I have with my family. I don't mind driving a few hundred miles to visit you for the weekend. But if you show up unannounced at my front door, I'm not going to be happy. Get the fuck out of here, that's what I say. I'm from Portland, Oregon originally, so thank you. Oh, beautiful. So we get snow occasionally, you know, but a little bit. Portland has a bit of a reputation now. You know, everyone thinks it's a really weird place to live. They're like, oh, Portland. Is it as weird as everyone says? It's not. Portland is just like any other place. It's not that weird. The weirdest thing about Portland is the fact that it's a city of people that found a way to make electives from high school a career. Like, you know when you were in high school and you said you loved ceramics and your parents were like, focus on your real studies. Everyone in Portland collectively were like, nah, fuck it. Ceramics is totally the answer. Down the street from my apartment is a calligraphy shop. They pay their rent and bills by writing in cursive. People my age don't even know how to read that shit anymore. Are you kidding me? It's like a hieroglyphic from the 20th century. It's not a Q, that's a number 2. I did recently move from Portland to Los Angeles. It's usually what people respond to. It's different. LA and Portland are definitely different places. I've been there about 6 months now, so I'm now at the point where all my friends and family are like, is it different? Do you feel different? No, I don't. My life has not changed since moving to Los Angeles, not really. Really, the biggest way my life has changed is now I live in a living room. See, all my life, I lived in a bedroom. But now I'm in my 30s in Los Angeles, and I live in a living room. But there are upsides to living in a living room, you know. The refrigerator, right there, that's nice. If there was a fire in the apartment, guess who has like a 99% chance of survival? But the best part about living in a living room is the excitement it's brought back to masturbating. It's like spontaneous and wild. Like, I didn't realize the spark had died with myself so much. But now I'll just be sitting there, and out of nowhere, I'm like, what? But they're in the back. You're bad. I mean, if you want to. All right, fuck it. Then I jerk off in the kitchen, because it's part of my room. I can do it. When I moved into my apartment, one of my roommates said, we're really happy to have you. It's a great apartment, good neighborhood, great parking. You're going to love it. But there's something you should know. This apartment, this unit, is haunted. And I laughed, because I thought he was joking. But then after I laughed and I looked at his face, I realized he was not joking. My roommate believes my apartment building that was built in 1973 has a ghost in it. Are you kidding me? A ghost from 1973? What sort of unfinished business does he have left on there? Oh, sorry guys, I'm your ghost Jeff. I forgot to do the dishes before I died. My bad. Ghost in an apartment. Can you imagine how disappointed you would be as a ghost? You're like, even in death, I can't afford a fucking house? Are you kidding me? Now, maybe I can get 3 or 4 other ghosts so we can go in our house. It's a lot of responsibility. I'm not too worried about that. Holy shit, he came to a class. Yeah, dude, when I was alive, I didn't get to travel much. So. I'm actually haunting your luggage. Pretty cool. No, the ghost doesn't bother me. And I'll tell you why. Because I get high all the time. All day long. And a lot of audiences, when I say I get high, they don't believe me. They don't trust me. And I get it. I know what I look like. I've seen my face. This is not the face of your classic pothead. I have a very unique look. It's hard to pinpoint, so I'll throw it out there for you. I suffer from what's known as resting snitch face. Any of you kids want to roll up a doobie with me after that? I look like an undercover cop in a Jimmy Buffett concert. I do, I don't look tough. I look like the guy in a war movie that dies right away. The guy who's all optimistic and pie-eyed about it. Oh, when I get back to the States, I'm gonna open a malt shop. That's right, once we win this war, I'm gonna go back and all my dreams are gonna come true. Say, what's wrong with my helmet? There you go. I do, I love pot. Love it. You guys have legal pot out here? You guys can cheer for that. I wouldn't cheer for the prices, but you can cheer. No, it's good. It's good to have legal pot. There are good things that happen when you legalize pot. The main thing, pot dealers have to get their shit together customer service-wise. Time to fix that up right away. Even if you haven't bought pot in years, decades, it hasn't changed. It's the same. First thing a pot dealer does, they take your dignity. Right? You call them on the phone, you can't talk to them like a normal human being. Right? Like another person. You have to do it in riddles and codes. You have to call up and say things like, hey, I was wondering if I could stop by and pick up $40 worth of broccoli from you. Yeah, I was wondering if you had $40 worth of broccoli in that shitty-ass apartment of yours over there. And they want you to call it broccoli in case the police are listening. As if the police on the other line couldn't deduce what the fuck broccoli is. Are you kidding me? $40 of broccoli is a ridiculous amount of broccoli. I don't care where you're at. Then you get to the pot dealer's house. You can't just get your product and leave, can you? You have to sit there for half an hour. Because pot dealers have gotten together and they determine that's how long real friends hang out for. One TV show plus commercials. We wouldn't let, no business could get away with this. This isn't a functioning business model. We wouldn't even let other drugs get away with this. Let's go to a more common, more popular drug, caffeine. Let's say you're at a coffee shop. You went up to your barista and you were like, hey, can I get a cup of coffee? And they're like, absolutely. But first, I want you to listen to me play the intro to Stairway to Heaven on my guitar. Like, fuck you, I'm gonna go home and make this myself. Did you guys have medical pot before it was legal? Yeah, you got it. Right? That's how you make anything legal, is you pretend it's a medicine first. Look, I'm not gonna stand up here and say that if you have like cancer or glaucoma, that pot's not gonna make it slightly better. Because spoiler alert, pot makes shitty things slightly better. That's like its whole thing. That's why there's so many Fish albums. You know what I'm saying? It's not medicine. You can't serve medicine in brownie form. And if you can, we all have fucked up parents for the way they were giving us cough syrup our entire life. Are you kidding me? This could have been a brownie the whole time, Mom. You imagine going to a doctor, being like, I got an earache, my ear hurts. You got anything for that? They're like, yeah, I got the perfect thing. I'm gonna prescribe you some penicillin thunderfuck. Yeah, the F word's in medicine now, so you know it's strong. I've been smoking pot for a while now. My relationship's changing with it, starting to get paranoid. Love it. It's exciting. But it does ruin some things. Like one of my favorite things used to be every Sunday I would get really high and watch a movie from my childhood. I loved it. But now it's making me too paranoid. I'm starting to see the real movie, you know? The story behind the story. Like the other day I decided to watch E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Now when I was a kid, this was my favorite movie. It was about an alien who got stranded on Earth, befriended a group of children. The children helped him find his way home. And that's a beautiful story to an 8-year-old. But to a 33-year-old man with a high percentage sativa coursing through his brain, he's like, what the fuck am I watching? You realize on E.T.'s planet, he's like a 43-year-old dude, right? He's an astronaut. He had to go to school for that shit. Now he's just running around with no pants on. Look, alien. Gross. Tell you what, if I was lost, I'd find some pants and go get an adult. That's what I would do. I was watching E.T., I started seeing the government as the good guys. They didn't do anything wrong. They came in the room, they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Get your finger away from the kid. Elliot, it's glowing. You don't want that on you. Trust me. The whole premise of the movie is flawed. Okay, so you mean to tell me that E.T. comes from a planet that possesses the technology that allows him to travel the expanses of the universe. He can get off this ship on a foreign planet. They run tests. They get back on the ship. And the other aliens didn't do a fucking head count? No one on that ship is like, hey, has anyone seen Mark? Let's put it like this. Do you think they would have noticed if they left Neil Armstrong on the fucking moon? The answer is yes. If you're not sold on this bit yet, I want you to think about it like this. Think about the movie The Martian with Matt Damon. Now think about instead of him creating a little farm and communication to contact his home planet to get home, instead of doing all that, he just took off his clothes and found a bunch of kids. Same movie. There's tough being single, you know. You gotta meet people, that's no fun. You know, and you never know what you're gonna get. Like, and I'm not even talking about just personality-wise. Like, now what I'm talking about, you don't know what you're gonna get fucking-wise. You know what I'm talking about? There used to be a time in this country where you could just meet someone and be like, hey, we have some common interests. We make each other laugh. Let's get naked, rub up against each other, see if it feels right. Not anymore. Now people want danger, they want to risk, right? I dated this girl one time. She goes, you know, during sex, I like to be choked a little bit. I thought, well, that's rude. Maybe I don't get enough sex, but I'm not about to risk somebody's health that's putting out. That's right, ladies, you heard it here first. If you're willing to get naked in front of me, you can breathe. I'll take it a step further. If you're willing to get naked in front of me on a regular basis, I'll get you health insurance. We could literally be friends with benefits. But you know, me and this girl, we were hitting it off, you know, and she said she liked being choked, so I was, you know, getting nervous, and it finally came to the moment, you know, where things were getting hot and heavy, and she finally said it. She goes, choke me. And I panned it. Like, I don't know if you guys could tell by looking at me, but my strength doesn't lie in my upper body. That's not where my strength is. And I don't want to be in a moment where I'm trying to choke somebody in an intimate manner, have them say harder, and my response be, If I'm to be totally honest, my strength is in my core. That's what my strength is, my core. But have you ever tried to choke someone in an intimate manner with your core? It's near impossible. Unless you're willing to like side plank on their neck. No, go ahead and wiggle. I'm pretty balanced. She said it. She said, choke me. I panicked. So I said, why don't you choke yourself? To which she replied, ooh. Is that what you're into? And I was like, yes. So then she choked herself, and now I'm totally into girls choking themselves. What? It is pretty crazy though, man. I'm not too into the wild sex. I couldn't do it. But I'm not totally vanilla, you know, like if I were to use an ice cream flavor to describe my lovemaking, it would have to be birthday cake. Yeah, it's pretty vanilla. There's a little bit of flavor sprinkled in. This is ridiculous. I don't really care that I don't want to be good at like crazy sex. The only thing I wish I were better at was dirty talk. That's what I wish I was better at. Like I get it, I understand how to do it. What I don't get right is the tone. Form is good, but the follow-through is bad. Whenever I do talk, I just sound like a grandparent looking for approval from a gift. Did you always take it? Take it, do you like it? Take it. Take it, who's your daddy? That joke is truly sad at the end. Oh shit, the grandpa doesn't remember who the kid's dad is? I like being in a relationship. My girlfriend and I, we don't fight very often. But when we do, she always wins. So I don't take fucking losers. insecurities I have with myself that I didn't even know existed. Like the other day we were going out, my girlfriend wanted me to wear a tie, but I didn't know how to tie that tie. She did. So now I'm sitting there the whole time like, fuck. How many ties have you tied before? I did that real good. And then she told me she knew how to tie a bow tie, and I was like, what a whore. Bill Nye, the science guy is here. Start noticing double standards in the world, you know? Like my girlfriend goes to bed wearing my clothes, it's cute. But if I don't, we gotta talk about it. Why? What do we need to talk about? I think it's pretty clear. Your clothes are sheer, mine aren't. What do you think? I guess my question is, why can't dudes have sheer clothes? Is that too much ass? Like underneath maybe, or something? Feels good on the nipples. She had to go to school to just... I had to learn a second language to do my dick jokes. Girlfriend has a pretty good job. She's an esthetician. You don't know what that means? It means she waxes people for a living. And when your girlfriend has a job like that, you have to understand that it's only a matter of time before the work comes home. You have to accept it. You know, so I let her do little things. You know, I let her do my eyebrows, my nostrils. Did you know that was an option? It is. And it's wonderful. It's the best. It sounds scary at first, and they take a stick with hot wax and they jam it up your nose. But then when they rip it out, it looks like a little porcupine. And then you blow your nose afterwards, and you can feel it from above your eyes. I have the nostrils of a porn star. Beautiful. But we're getting more serious. She wants to take our relationship to the next level. She wants to wax my BH. It's my butthole. She wants to wax my butthole. No. I'm scared. I can admit it. I'm afraid. I am. But it's not the pain I'm afraid of. What I'm afraid of is the fact that I don't really know my butthole that well. To be honest, I've never even really seen it. I mean, aside from its reflection and one poorly lit iPhone photo. I've seen as much evidence for Bigfoot as I think I'll ever. What if she finds something back there? What if she finds something that changes her mind about me, makes her want to break up with me? What if we're just sitting there and she's just like, yeah. Is this a fucking Smash Mouth CD? They don't make CD books anymore. I like my girlfriend waxing my nostrils, I'll tell you why, because I have allergies. My allergies act up. Whenever my allergies act up, the same thing happens. I get these sneezing fits where I just sneeze over and over and over again. The other day I finished one of these sneezing fits and a friend said to me, you know what, Gabe, you're lucky. You're lucky because they say a sneeze is 1/10 an orgasm. And I was like, well, I don't know who they are. But they have really fucked up orgasms. Sneeze is nothing like an orgasm. We don't treat them the same. Have you ever heard of a 15-year-old boy stealing a pepper grinder? mom at dinner like, another one empty again? Junior has a little peppery mustache, like, whatever. Like we use sex to sell everything. Everything. So if a sneeze is anything like an orgasm, you don't think tissue companies would have caught on to this? You don't think there'd be an adult section in the Kleenex aisle? Just walking around like, okay, they have it with aloe, with lotion, ooh, and nasal beads. Couples saving their marriage with tantric sneezing. Just 2.5 hours of going, No, don't turn the light on yet. I'm not ready. Hey, you think you'll ever find yourself in the midst of making sweet love and have your partner say, hey, right when I'm about to climax, how about you grab that cat over there and rub it in my face? Most of us laugh. But there's like 6 people in the audience like, what's funny about that? This guy's never tried pussy facing before? And I gotta be honest, if I were in the heat of the moment, the girl said, I would do it. As long as I felt like the cat were into it. I'm not gonna chase it around the room. That joke's about consent. It's also about chasing pussy. But things are pretty good, you know. Life's pretty good. I mean, not from like culturally or like society standpoint. If you take like culture and society out of the picture for a minute, just look at me for a second. Life is pretty good. Like I'm at a point right now where I can buy underwear anytime I want. Anytime I want. I didn't even pack any when I came out here. And that may not be impressive to some of you, but here's something you need to know about Gabe Dinger. I hate doing laundry. It's my least favorite chore. It requires too much trust. Oh, you want me to just put my clothes in this box, turn a knob and walk away? Just hope that you're doing something? It makes noises like it's doing something. But have you ever tried to open the lid and see what's going on? So you know what happens? It stops. And all the clothes cling against the side of the wall. Can you see us? Yes, I can fucking see you. You're hiding from me. So sometimes, to put off this stress for a few extra days, what I like to do is go out and get a new package of underwear. So the other day I'm at a grocery store, cross down a random aisle. What catches my eye? You guessed it. It's a package of underwear. And at first I'm taken aback. Underwear at a grocery store? What kind of wacky recipe are you expecting someone to come in with? But then I look at the bigger picture. I see it as the universe giving me a sign. The universe heard me. It heard me complain and say, I don't want to do my laundry in a couple of days. And the universe responded and said, fuck it. So I grabbed the underwear, didn't even look at the price. Like I said, life is good. I finish up my shopping, get to the counter, they start ringing me up, the underwear go across, $17.99. Now here's the thing, folks. This wasn't a 24-pack of underwear. These weren't magical underwear. This was a 3-pack of Fruit of the Loom. And I got angry, okay? I feel I had the right to. Okay, life may be good, but I'm no sucker, all right? $17.99 for a 3-pack of Fruit of the Loom, too much. Then I stopped myself and I realized something. This grocery store knows that if you're buying underwear at a grocery store, you need those fucking you need them real bad. So bad to where you will pay any price more than $17.99 is not the price of a 3-pack of Fruit of the Loom, people. It's the price to keep it secret. This grocery store was treating me like I shit my pants. And you know what? They had every right to. That day I wasn't even real grocery shopping. That day I was getting a banana, coconut water, and the underwear. You know, the exact list of somebody who just shit their pants. But they're still trying to pretend like they had it. They're like, oh, nothing to see here, just a home snack. Trying to eat healthy. Oh, those? Give me them now, no eye contact. So I understood where they were coming from, but I wasn't going to let them treat me like I'd shit my pants. So immediately I came up with a few options. One, run out of the store, never to return. This was my preferred option. But unfortunately, I was at my local grocery store. If I don't buy these underwear, every time I come back, the clerks will be like, say, not the fella that shit his pants? That's right, that's him. He was too cheap to do anything about it, wasn't he? Wearing the same pants, he's fucking gross. He's gross. Thought about telling the clerk it wasn't what she thought, explain the situation to her. But we all know the rule. He who denied it supplied it. As established in the Supreme Court case, Smelt It v. Dealt It. So I had one last option. I had to roll with it. I looked that clerk right in the eyes and I go, hey, we both know that I shit my pants. Now I've only got $10. What do we need to do about it? And you have to say, what are we going to do about it? Because for a second the clerk's like, wait, did I shit this pants? And her response, without missing a beat, she picked up the underwear, looked me right in the eyes, and she goes, just take the underwear and get out of here. And I got a free package of underwear. It's the best day of my life. He's one of my best friends in the world, which means absolutely nothing to all of you. But what may mean something is you've seen him on the NBC show Undateable. You've seen him on Powerless. You've seen him on Comedy Central's At Midnight. You've seen him everywhere. Please warm